ain't trying to use me to take down my own child. You better go somewhere. No, I don't know you. I'm just saying, I ain't putting words in Father's mouth. But I'm like, And see, that's another thing, my sisters, you need to watch. Is people that will try, if I put it like this, if they know that you're into the Lord and they come to you talking all that, talking biblical talk and talking about Jesus, you got to watch stuff like that too. Because 9 times out of 10, they don't even know him. That's why you got to try the Spirit by the Spirit. And that's also somebody, part of that person's game. And I know it's people out there that know the person and know that part of his game. Just trying to act like he was into the Lord. Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. I mean, let me tell you guys something. You don't play with God. That's one thing you do not do. You don't play with God, and you definitely don't play with His children. So that dude was doomed from the start. Oh, have mercy. Mm, mm, mm. Mm, 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 mm. I don't know if he was trying to make somebody think he was a man of God or what. I don't know. And I know if he's listening at this video, and he probably is, he's probably getting mad. I could care less. I could care less. Because let me tell you something. That's to that whoever the person is. Let me tell you something. When you come at me, I'm coming back at you. You understand? Because you don't mean nothing to me. Know this. You can go to your grave knowing that. You understand? And I'm not saying for you to go. I'm just saying you can go to it. But make sure you know that. Now, that's all I got to say. That to you guys now. I was like, good God, she fired up. Now, I just don't like no mess like that. Because, see, let me tell you guys something. People that do things like that are trying to basically ruin your life. They're trying to mess your life up. And by that I mean, they feel like if they can gaslight you and get you to hang yourself, then that's your life down the tube. That's your future down the tube. That's your goals, your ambitions, your pursuits down the tube. That's the work. If Father wanted to do a work in you, that work is down the tube. So that's an enemy. That's an enemy. And I don't have a problem with somebody being my enemy. I could care less. But don't target me. Don't come stand in my face. Don't try to provoke me, because I will destroy you. With every fiber of my being, I will destroy you. Even that dude, he's already been destroyed. But I'll take him down a peg further. It's kind of like, I was thinking about something. When I was watching something with Medea in it. And Medea was saying something about somebody being buried a certain amount of feet. I don't know if it was 7 feet or something. And, people bury people 6 feet under. And Medea said something about stomping him down another foot or something like that. Anyway, I just thought of that, y'all. Anyway, I probably shouldn't even mention it. But, okay, like I said, I'll take them down even further than what they supposed to go. I'm talking about. They better go over their business. Better go over their business. Oh, my gosh. Oh, my gosh. And then the thing about it is, with the dude that the devil thought he was going to use. Yeah, that dude, he was trying to act like he was trying to set all these standards for me or whatever. I'm thinking, who do you think you are? You don't know me. You don't know who I am. You didn't come up with me. Oh my gosh. I'm going to tell you guys the truth. And the chicks that he married a bum. He sleeps with bums. But then you want to throw all this criteria towards me, and I don't even know the dude like that. You can't throw nothing towards me because I don't know him. I don't know him at all. But sometimes I feel like I'm too friendly to people, so I'm not as friendly as I used to be. I pulled back a long time ago from being too friendly to people but it was my upbringing. It was how I was brought up. Because the way that I was brought up, we were brought up. You had to greet people, you had to speak to people when they walked up and say, hello, da da da, goodbye, whatever. That's how I was raised. So it's like with the type of world that we live in now, and because of course everybody was not reared the way that I was, you got to almost change your entire role on this planet now. We live in a planet now where you almost can't speak to people. I still speak to people, yeah, you know, if they seem friendly and, you know, or whatever. But it's hard to kind of get out of your upbringing because that's how I was raised. You know, we were brought up to say good morning and, you know, so forth and so on, and say your blessing over your food and stuff. Not everybody was raised that way, you know, but I was brought up in a traditional manner, you know. So like, you know, if I was out and about with uh, family members or whatever back in the day, you know, especially as a child, if an adult walked up, we had to say, we had to speak. If the adult said hello, we had to say hello. You know, it's like, you know how sometimes a child could be with the parent and you might speak to the child and the child doesn't speak and the parent doesn't tell the child to speak. I know we live in a different time now, but it's very rude to for the child not to say hello if an adult speaks to the parent and says hello to the child, and the child just stands there looking mute. But I don't think it's the child's fault. But I know we live in a world now where you really have to teach your children, you know, not to be friendly to strangers or anything. I understand that, but you know, it's just a different time. So I really can't speak on that. I guess not in a negative way because we live in a world now where you have to teach your kids don't speak to nobody. But when I was a child, if an adult that knew my family members came up and started talking and spoke to them, if the adult spoke to us, we had to say hello. You know, that's how I was raised. I was raised old school, like, you know. I'm just very old school, you guys, and that's why even if, as it pertains to how men treat women, I'm very old school. You know, I have a problem with these males out here that try to gaslight females, want females to kiss their tail, wants the female to chase them. The male thinking he's all that. He's not the prize, the female is. Now, I'm telling you guys, I'm not going to change from being functional to dysfunctional just because this world is dysfunctional. I'm not going to do it because I know how the order is supposed to be. I know how it was back in the day. I know how it's supposed to be now. And although it's not that way, well, I'm not going to change. I'm not going to change to suit the way that people act now. No, I'm not going to kiss no man's behind. Not one. I'm not going to kiss his behind. I'm not going to chase after them. He not going to spend my money. I'm not going to take care of him. If you a man, you get out there and wear the shoes of one. That's the way I look at it. So for these males out there, and that dude is one, that is so accustomed to females chasing him and no, 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 no. Mm-mm. No. Mm-mm. Forget that. Mm-mm. No. No, no, no. But like I said, I don't even know the person. I don't even know the person, but I know there are a lot of, and you know, the type of females that individual deals with, they got low self-esteem. They look like they are retarded, and I don't want anybody to be offended by me using that word. I'm just talking about the tramps that he sleep with. They look retarded. Um, some of them look like they built like men. I'm like, you know what? He sure can pick them. But I don't think he's too selective. If you're sleeping with almost everybody, you can't be too selective. But and the thing about it, I don't know what this dude is telling these females, but the females that he sleep with, they try to copy the way that I dress. Now, I don't know this dude. Never been involved with this dude. So I don't know what is being said. But they try to copy my style and they can't. And it's crazy. And then they'll come around me and they used to come around me and try to look at me as if I saw them as competition. Never. Never. I don't have no competition hoes. And that's to them tramps out there. Go somewhere and sit down looking like men. And anyway, y'all, I just, mm. And then, you know, as I've stated in previous videos, he had tramps coming towards me and even their mothers. I'm like, okay, now look now. All right. I'm not even going to say what I do. Not on this video, I'm not, because I already said it somewhere else to somebody else. So.